What's up, everybody? You know what day it is. Friday the 13th. The best day to go out there and watch a Jason film. But for today's video, it's a special one. We're going to be ranking the looks of Jason. And for this ranking, in terms of like my criteria, what it is, it's basically like if I made a Jason movie, like what's the look of Jason I think is the coolest? Like what's the one I would want the most? Or if I did a Friday the 13th game, what's the look I like the most, kind of thing. So that's how I do this list. It's not like, oh, I'm afraid of this one or like anything like that. It's more, yeah, which I think is the coolest. And this is going to be all the Jason looks. And for Jason X, we're going to have two. We're going to have pre-Uber Jason and then Uber Jason. So let's get into this list. And of course, this is just my list. So I would love to hear from all of you in the comment section. Share your list for your favorite Jason appearances. So coming in at the bottom of the barrel for me is going to be Sackhead Jason. I love Friday the 13th Part 2. That's a great movie, but I've never been a huge fan of Sackhead Jason. I've always preferred the hockey mask, that look a lot better. You know, I like this movie, but like I said, Farmer's Head, like Sackhead Jason, I was never really my jam, this version of him. I think it looks a little bit cooler in the remake, but yeah, Friday the 13th Part 2, the Sackhead, definitely bottom of the barrel for me. Up we have Kid Jason showing up for the very first time. I know this is the first appearance of Jason technically in any film, but Kid Jason, yeah, it's not really, it's a small moment, you know, it's a cool, very cool moment, but for the look and style of Jason, I don't think it's the best or anything like that. Next up, coming in at number 11 is going to be Friday the 13th Part 5. Roy Burns. The problem with Roy, I don't mind the blue chevrons. I really don't. That blue chevron thing is pretty cool. It's just kind of like the outfit. It's very just like kind of just jump coaty, like kind of like, it's like Michael Myers suit. Like it's just a very basic, there's no, you know, rips or tears or nothing crazy going on with the Jason outfit. So it's just kind of bare minimum basic Roy. Number 10 next up is going to be Freddy versus Jason. That version of Jason was always, it's big, it's bulky, and I like the dark factor of his skin. It's kind of black. It's got this blackened, frostbitten look to it. But I don't really like the different, like many layers to his suit and everything like that. He's got like a shirt and then a coat and then like another jacket over that kind of thing. It looks like he has gloves. It's just, it's like too much going on him. That's what I don't like about that one. It's still a good movie. I like the movie. I don't mind the hockey mask is still okay, but it's just there's too many layers going on with his outfit. Coming in at number 9 is going to be pre-Uber Jason from Jason X before he gets the sick old upgrade. I like this version of Jason. It's got this cool kind of like crazy like mask is formed. I don't really like the nose, but the mask, the way it hugs his face, and he's got like little patches of hair going on. He still looks pretty bulky, big, and brutal. Kane Hodder and all that kind of stuff. And I like the beginning intro to Jason X. Just that beginning sequence is pretty cool. And we have David Cronenberg's actually in that like scene, which is kind of cool. He's one of the dudes. So that this version of him is still pretty badass Jason. Like all the ones coming up from here on up are all ones that I think are pretty awesome looking. Coming in at number 8, ironically, is going to be Friday the 13th Part 8. Jason Takes Manhattan. I think the only thing I don't really like about this one is it's kind of like overly wet the entire movie, but it's still a cool badass looking version of zombie Jason. Like I like the way like it looks, that the suit and everything. At least it looks like he's been underwater for a long time, and it looks like there's wear and tear on his body by this point in this franchise. Number 7 is going to be Jason Goes to Hell. I know not a very popular film or a popular look for Jason, but I think this one kind of fits the movie. It looks cool. I have that version like a shirt, and I have Jason Goes to Hell like that version on a shirt, and he still looks badass. Like I like the way the mask is kind of like really sunken into his face, and it's kind of like the mask is breaking and it's slowly just becoming less and less of a mask. It kind of reminds me of like Splatterhouse, the game. Like that's the kind of design they went for. It had a Marcus in them, and I think it's pretty cool. Like Kane Hodder, this one, it's pretty bulky, it's big, it's buff, but I think it looks still pretty badass. Number 6 is going to be our Uber Jason, or basically the Terminator version of Jason, and he's all hulked out, has all the machine parts, nanomachines put him back together, and like he has like those demony red kind of glowing eyes. Like this Jason's pretty badass. Like this Uber Jason is the one that can go up against like a Terminator or a Xenomorph, or take any version of Freddy. Like that Uber Jason is the one. He's the top dog. And like that scene, once you see his reveal in Jason X. It's so cool. Like, I love that moment. Now we're here at the top 5, and if you haven't yet, consider dropping a like and subscribing to the channel. Coming in at number 5 is going to be Ted White, Friday the 13th Part 4, probably one of the most horrific movies and scariest of the franchise in terms of like scares. Ted White's version of Jason is pretty awesome. Like, I like his. He's got that cool, like, kind of aggressive nature to him and the way he looks. Like, this is pretty badass. And he's got the slit in his mask. Like, all the versions of Jason from here on up, this top 5 are the ones that are like the top dog ones, and it's kind of hard to nail them down, like, you know, when I was ranking it and everything. But yeah, Part 4 comes in at this number 5 spot. Number 4 is going to be CJ Graham, and this is what I would call Carpenter style Jason. He's got the tool belt, he's got the gloves, and this is the first zombie introduction of Jason. This is the first zombie version that we get to see, and I think Part 6 is pretty cool. Like I said, that's what my favorite Jason movie. And I do like the look. The utility belt thing kind of reminds me of almost like Batman, and I love that aspect of it. The one thing I don't like about this one that I could say if I was nitpicking a little bit is kind of the shape of the mask and the way it fits CJ's face. But besides that, the colors, the design of the suit, all that kind of stuff, I think is spot on, really top notch. Coming in at number 3 is going to be Friday the 13th, the remake, Derek Mears. Oh man, that Jason is freaking terrifying. Like, this is probably, these top 3 are the ones that are like, this is where Jason gets pretty scary. And like that version, like if I saw him running at me, Derek Mears' version, I'd be like fucking like, oh man, we're done. It's over. Like, I like the blue over like just little kind of button up shirt he has. Then he's got like that wife beater shirt on under it that's all dirty, gross. These kind of just plain Jane like kind of pants. But then the mask in his neck is like so thick. He's got like a little bit of hair. He's got like the hair growth going on at the bottom. So yeah, Derek Mears is Jason from Friday the 13th. Oh man, the remake, chef's kiss. Coming in at number 2 is going to be Friday the 13th Part 3. Oh man, this is one of those versions that it just sticks with you. Friday the 13th Part 3, it just does. It sticks with you. Richard Broker's kind of like, you know, stalking the way he walks, and he's got like this thick, heavy walk. He's stalking, and it's the first version of Jason where we really get to see more of him because a lot of it's in the daylight. You even get that shot in the window where he's going like that and stuff. So I tried to take the movies out as much as I can and more just the looks. This is just, like I said, how Jason looks in the films. But yeah, Friday the 13th Part 3 is clearly, like I said, one of the most kind of basic, dumbed down looks. But it's just so good, so easy, and like I said, it's the first one that really laid the foundation down for how Jason was going to be tackled and looking in the past like movies after this. Now coming in at number 1, the top dog spot, and as I said, I tried to take my feelings of the films out of this because this is nowhere near my top films in the Friday franchise, but this is going to be Friday the 13th Part 7, Kane Hodder, the first appearance of him as Jason, and I think this is the coolest look at Jason. This is the one where we have like the Carrie versus Jason Voorhees storyline, but the Jason in this film looks amazing. I like the way he has like kind of the gloves and like his skin and his shirt is all rotted and like disappearing, and you can see like the little bits of his spine and you can see his ribs. Even when his mask cracks off his face, he's got like that skeleton look face, like kind of like a deadite or something. Like, that's what I like about Friday the 13th Part 7. And this is Kane Hodder's first appearance. This is when we first get like the silent breathing from Jason, but just the look, design, the mask, everything in this one, it's got that perfect dirtiness to it. The mask, the body, and the rotting of the flesh and all that. I like that aspect. And Kane Hodder's first performance, I think, is his best performance as Jason Voorhees. So Friday the 13th Part 7 sits here at the top dog spot. But as I said, this is just my list, my personal opinion. So I would love to hear from all of you in the comment section. What are your favorite looks and styles of Jason Voorhees? And what are you all doing for this Friday the 13th? Are you going to be sitting down, watching some Jason movies, playing the Friday the 13th game? Like, what's up? What's going on? Let me know. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss a thing on the channel. Have a safe and happy day, everyone. Peace out.